Today is a crazy day, but I had to show you my lunch really quick. This is Vegenaise with the Dave's bread. Actually, let me just show you because this is all vegan and it's so good. Like a total mess in here. There's not a lot of room in the motorhome. This I got from Whole Foods, 14 grams of protein, vegan, and it actually, like, I don't know what they did, some kind of sorcery, because this literally tastes like egg salad, and it's made with chickpeas, so super healthy. Then I used Vegenaise on it. Used this bread because it tastes really good. By the way, this is currently what my fridge looks like in the motorhome. We've been living in here for a month now. And then I used this cheese, which is delicious. And then this is another option of cheese that's really good also, Violet, but I like the chow cheese. And I'm gonna put hot sauce on it because I love hot sauce, and eat it with some barbecue chips, and that's my lunch. I just wanted to like kind of rant and vent it out because I'm by myself and I don't have anybody to talk to, so I want to talk to you guys. Today's moving day. Today has just been a total show. Everything that could go wrong has, but it's total first world problems. Like, this is nothing like serious. Nobody's like dying or sick. So many things are going wrong. By the way, here's the bump. We're 8 months pregnant today, and I'm starting to get a line. I got my belly button looks so gross. It looks dirty. But look at that. God, it's so huge. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I got a line with snow, like a really prominent one that you could see. And then this pregnancy, I didn't have one, but now it's like kind of appearing. Anyway, oh my God, like a million messages on my phone. My sister is at the hospital about to give birth right now. I get distracted so easily. I have such bad ADD. Our schedule, and this is why like I think I haven't been able to like film or post very much, is like I hear trucks and I'm like, is that another delivery? It's just constantly, there's just like a million things, right? So like at 7:30 this morning, the cleaning crew comes because we've had so much construction in the house and there's just dust everywhere. So I really wanted everything to be very clean before the moving company gets here to put all of our stuff, you know, like all our furniture and boxes and stuff like in the house. Also, the plumber was supposed to come today because we got new countertops, so we needed water to be hooked up, like the faucets and everything. And then the moving company was coming, and then the fridge was getting delivered today. So it might not seem like a lot to some people, but for me, that's a lot. You know, it's just a lot going on. Our fridge was supposed to be delivered today between noon and 6 p.m. So at 8 o'clock this morning, I get a call from the refrigerator people that are delivering the fridge, and they say, hi, we're gonna be there in 15 minutes. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I was planning on them being here at a different time because I'm trying to schedule all these different things at specific times for certain reasons. I wanted the housekeepers here early so that the house is clean, so that when the movers get here, we can have, you know, our stuff being moved into a clean house. I wanted the fridge being delivered, you know, after the housekeepers were here, just because for me, like, I like things done in an order. I wanted to be able to like start putting our stuff away when the house was clean, and I don't want to bring a fridge into a dirty house. Like, there's just like a lot of things. And then I also have the painters coming tomorrow to touch up any paint stuff that, you know, the movers might have like scuffed a wall or whatever, you know. So I have all these people lined up in an order for a reason, and I schedule these things accordingly. At least I try to. But shit happens, and obviously like whatever. So the fridge gets here early, totally fine. I'm not upset about it. They get here and I'm here by myself, and they're like, okay, so we're gonna put the fridge in, but you didn't order like a water hookup, so we're not gonna hook that up for you. And I was like, what? Like, I'm pretty sure I paid for everything to be hooked up. You know, I didn't like order a fridge and not, it had like an ice maker and a, you know, like one of the water things, you know, with the ice maker, and they like hook it up in the back of the fridge. Well, they're like, we're not hooking it up because you didn't order it, so we don't have it. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I ordered it. So I come in, I get my receipt, and I show them, no, look, here it is, I ordered it. And they're like, well, that's not on our order. So I'm like, okay, so should I just call Best Buy, because this is where I ordered the fridge from, and like cancel it? And they're like, yeah, just call Best Buy and they'll take care of it. So I'm like, okay. So I sign off. Mind you, this whole time I haven't even gone in and looked at the fridge because I'm in the motorhome, and I am dealing with, I'm actually talking with like my agent and my managers because I'm doing this sponsorship, and they sent me like the wrong thing a couple times, and so it was just like I was dealing with that also, just like work stuff. And so I was just kind of distracted, and then also the housekeepers were asking me questions about like what specifically I wanted cleaned, and so there was just a lot going on at like one time, right? So I was a little bit overwhelmed. While I was being overwhelmed with everything else going on, they're unloading the fridge, and I'm just assuming they're putting everything together, getting it all hooked up. And then they come over like, okay, here, just sign here. We're all done. I'm like, great. They take off. I go in to check the fridge after they've already left. This huge mistake. I should have been in there and checking what the fridge was and everything before I signed the paper. Like, I'm just an idiot. I just assume that people do their job correctly, and like, that's that. I go in, the fridge is in the space. There's no handles on it. Like, it's got plastic stuff all over it. And I'm like, wait a second, that's not my fridge. That's not the fridge I ordered. And so I'm like, oh, so I run back to the motorhome. I grab my phone, and I'm trying to like contact those delivery people that called me to tell them that they delivered the wrong fridge. And also, like, this is not, like, I paid to have everything, like, the handles put on, and like there's tape and plastic all over it. Like, I paid for like the white glove service or whatever it is for them to like hook it all up, put the door handles on. And like, they just like left it there. They plugged it in, but they just like left it there, and it's total wrong fridge. This is so first world problems. So I call the delivery guy like a bunch of times, like, cause we live far in the middle of nowhere. So like, I didn't want him to get far and then have to come back. Doesn't answer his phone, doesn't answer his phone. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call Best Buy. So I call Best Buy. I get on the phone with someone. I explain the whole situation. I tell them that the order is wrong, that they dropped off the wrong fridge. Could they contact the delivery driver and tell him to come back and see if he has my fridge on the truck, because they delivered somebody else's fridge, and it's, you know, that sucks. So anyway, I'm on hold for like a really long time, and then they're like, okay, we got a hold of the delivery driver, and then guess what? The phone disconnects after like 30 minutes of being on the phone with them. So I'm like, dude, and they don't call me back. So I call back, having to be on hold again, literally a whole situation. I have to like repeat everything. They get the delivery driver on the truck, and they're like, okay, we are talking to the delivery driver, and they're like, hello, ma'am? And I'm like, yes, hi, I'm here, it's fine, have them come back, please. And they're like, hello, and I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Is this really happening? So the call gets disconnected for the second time. I wanted to die. So I call back, and finally I get through this time, and I'm talking to a lady. This is where the story gets really good. I'm talking to a lady, and I'm like, hey, you know, they delivered the wrong fridge. Can you get a hold of the driver? She's like, what's the number that they called you from? She gets a hold of them. Finally, the line does not disconnect this time. You're not going to believe this, you guys. This is where the story gets real good. She's like, ma'am, I just talked to our delivery driver, and he hasn't delivered your fridge yet. His delivery is not till noon to 6. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I thought they just came early. And they're like, I don't know whose fridge I don't know who dropped off. That wasn't our delivery person. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, some random person just delivered a fridge at our address at the same time that you guys were, or the same day that you guys were supposed to deliver the fridge? And she's like, yeah, ma'am, like, our driver still has your fridge on the truck, and they're still planning on making their delivery, so you're about to get a second fridge. And at this point, I'm so confused. Like, what is happening right now? I don't understand. So this is what happened. Back during Black Friday, I ordered a fridge, and it was meant to be a fridge for the garage. And then I ended up canceling it because I found a better one. They never canceled the order. So this was a company, this was not even Best Buy. And I told the guy, like, that delivered the thing, like, oh, should I call Best Buy? He was like, yeah, he never said like this isn't from Best Buy. So like, that's why I was so confused. And I canceled that order. So I'm like, how is that fridge being delivered? And it wasn't even the right fridge. After all that, it wasn't even the right fridge. Not only that, they have all this trash, like, and with our construction we have so much trash, that like we can't fit in our trash can, so we're like piled up with trash. Like, sorry, we can't take the trash, so we're just gonna leave it here. So I'm like, okay, so they left all their trash here, didn't like put the fridge together. So now I have another fridge coming today. There's a fridge in that space. I'm hoping that they, like, I can pay them extra to move that fridge into our garage so that they can put the right fridge in. Oh my God, it's just like, I know it's ridiculous, but like this is just what's happening today. And if that wasn't bad enough, our movers this morning got there an hour early than like we had intended on them being there, and we're paying them hourly. So they called, they're like, hi, we're here. I'm like, oh my God, Travis was still here and we live far. So I was like, oh Lord. So there's just been like a lot of things happening. Oh, and on top of all of that, the plumber was supposed to come today, and I told Travis, like, the plumber's not here, he's supposed to be at 8, like, can you call them? And they're like, oh, they got the day wrong, so they're gonna come tomorrow. So I was just like, ah, what is happening? Anyway, that's my little story time and rant of like, I cannot believe. So I called the place that I canceled the order from, and I'm like, hi, like, I canceled this order, you guys just delivered it. It's not even the right fridge that I originally ordered from you. And so that company's like really unprofessional. I don't know if you guys have heard of it before. It's called Gettakers. I think it's like big in the Midwest. I'm on like a group text with my family. I think we'll be purging a lot of stuff. Exciting to have our things, but also added stress if it's just stuff everywhere. Oh, hot. Okay. Thank you so much for everything, you guys. I really appreciate it. Awesome. Thank you so much. Was that everything? Okay, thank you again so much for everything. You guys are amazing.
How much do you have?
Oh, 1 more month.
Oh, you're so proud.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people have like canceled their housekeepers because of COVID. And so I know how bad people need work right now, and I wanted to keep them. And if they were willing to drive out here, I was willing to pay extra. So they drove all the way out here, and they're so sweet and so nice, and they do such a good job, and I'm so grateful for them. And they're so good with snow. I can't wait to look at the house. It's probably so clean and nice. So grateful for housekeepers. I can't even tell you guys, I was trying to clean the house before they got here. Does anybody else clean the house for their housekeepers to come? You know, you have to like pick up shit so that they can clean, you know, they can't clean around a mess. So I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about if you have housekeepers. But I was yesterday, it's a 3,000 square foot house, so like yesterday I was trying to like broom and like all the construction dust as much as I could and like get all the trash out, and my back was just killing me. And I can't imagine, like, and I know a lot of people have to do this because they can't afford to have a housekeeper, but like I can't imagine having to do that with my back and cleaning that whole house by myself, being so pregnant. It just like kills me, and I was like in tears by the end of the night. So I'm so grateful that for one, I'm able to afford to have housekeepers, and two, that like they're able to still come during COVID and help me out, because I really needed their help. I was like so happy when they told me they would come out here. So anyway, my camera's gonna die, but I'll catch you guys up more in a little bit. So the movers just got here, but I wanted to show you what the house looks like really quickly without all the furniture in it and what we've remodeled. So as you could see, we painted it all white, put in fresh new carpet. We got new countertops over here. It's not completely done yet. We still have to put the faucet sink in, light fixtures. That's the stairwell, or stairway, whatever you call it. And then these are the floors that we had put in. Again, just know it's not completely done yet. This is the new bathroom vanity. Hello. Hi, how are you? Oh, are you, oh, for the fridge. This was the fridge that was delivered by the company that I had originally canceled it. And the other fridge people are here. They're saying that they're not allowed to move that one. So Travis is having to move that one by himself. Thank God he's back now. And now they're putting this one on a dolly. What's up, baby? Yeah.
Good night.
Snow just put her teddy bear and her bunny and her snowman all to sleep, and she covered them with a pillow. Are they sleepy?
Sleepy.
Are they cozy?
Cozy.
Snowy, you want to take a shower with mommy? You want to rinse off and then you can get cozy and sleep with your friends? Oh, you're going to sleep with them right now? Are you sleepy? You're so cute. You're so cute, Bubby.